All right, so we did get a package in today. That package is going to be to replace the radiator cowl and the alternator cover here. We did go with Perrin. I'll get it unboxed, but it's just a simple crinkle black. Not trying to make everything on here too flashy. So we're just going to go ahead and get those unboxed. We will go ahead and get this uninstalled as well. We've got another one ready to go in that's in a little bit better condition, and that I'm hoping is going to fit far better than what this one is. So be right back with y'all with after the unboxing. All right, everyone. So we did get some new parts in. Thought it was going to be both the Perrin shroud and the alternator cover, but I was mistaken. But this one at least lets us kind of take care of the project a little bit further. Get this grill replaced with with one that I would prefer. Just a little bit of a better fitment is what I'm hoping for. So we're going to go ahead and get the old one off. As you can see, it's as if it's tucked into this grill here. So it's going to be kind of interesting getting this out. But we'll go ahead and get it out, get everything sorted, and we'll be right back with y'all. All right, so we got the two 12mm bolts, one here and one here removed. We're just going to take these off. Radiator stays, whatever they may be called. And then the fun part is going to be getting this out from under here while it's also pinned under here. So yeah, as you can see, this definitely was underneath. I don't know if it was supposed to be that way or not, but give me just a second to get this piece sorted, and I'll be right back. All right, so the old piece is out. Everything is showing. It's a little worse for wear under there than what I thought it would be, but we can toss this. It looks like it was a Gretty that was repainted. We're going to get that Perrin on. Be right back with y'all. Quick change of plans. We've got to get the zip ties undone at either end that's holding this in. Can't find my wire cutters, so we're just going to take these, give a twist. We'll break them free. There's one. There's two. All right, had to use two hands to get those out of there. So it's not that I don't like this. Honestly, it's a bit of a cleaner look for me that the badge is gone, but it's not put together the best. It's really loose. The grill itself is actually loose from everything. It's very difficult to show without another hand, but I don't know. It didn't fit right, so I'm not too mad about removing this and replacing it with the other one. Additionally, we can probably add in some additional supports through here, maybe. Looks like this bumper might be kind of bound up, so we'll see about that. But for now, we're going to... Well, for now, I think we're just going to get the grill cover back in because I'm noticing the missing pieces along here that allowed that grill to actually tie in. So we'll be right back with y'all after the shroud is installed, and we'll go from there. All right, so there is a bit of a fitment issue because why wouldn't there be? So the fitment problem comes from this corner and the filler neck. So we're going to have to trim that corner just the slightest bit to give it room, well, to fit is the best way. So we'll get that trimmed up, we'll get it put on, and then we'll get a couple of other things figured out. All right, so while we wait to get the Perrin radiator cowl trimmed up to be able to put it on this car. Decided to go ahead and mess with a few other things. Again, the front and grille here. So when we got the car, I noticed, this did not have the clips required for the actual grill itself. And then this is also a hole for one of the grill plugs or clips, whatever you want to call them. And so I haven't done anything with this side yet. This is how it was. And over here, it's starting to make a little bit more sense. So this clip was missing. We went ahead and replaced it with a new clip from fastwrx.com. Again, I'm pretty sure I've talked about them before, even in this video. Fantastic group. Have loved working with them. The guys over there are super helpful. But this was actually mounted here. So again, this is basically a mirror image over here. As you can see, there's a hole right here that this should be in. I'm not sure why it was set up this way. Again, both of them were in these two different holes here instead of the outer ones. So going to go ahead and get this one moved from here to here, remount the horn, and then put the last two clips in, one here and one here. And that should be all we need to put the stock grill back in place. All right, so we have everything back in place. We have the two horns moved to the appropriate bolt holes. We've got the clips put back in. So if anybody's curious to the part number, I'll leave this up on the screen for a moment. You can find it on fastwrx.com. Again, great people to work with, zero complaints. But let's go ahead and get the stock grill put back in. All right, so we decided to get a little bit further into this than I had expected to tonight. So as I was putting everything back together, the bumper just didn't look right. It was sagging, and you're probably going to see it in some of the videos that I've done on this. It was sagging pretty bad. So I started looking and noticed that the clips on the side weren't actually holding anything. Now, this is the old clip here in my hand with the new one, but there's something missing here. If we look at the other one, we can see that there's a clip on the top that is completely missing from here. So we're going to go ahead and replace both because both are in the same shape. So we're going to replace driver's side and we're going to replace passenger side. Passenger side has not come off yet. We'll put everything back together. We'll see if the sag is any better and we'll show the result in a moment. All right, so to give a little bit more in-depth information as to what this does. So on the STi, and probably most other vehicles too that are set up like this, I'm not sure. You can see we've got a little piece there missing. That's what those actually clip into. So if we look back over here, this one, and it's kind of difficult to see, but it is also missing the clip. So just real quick to show how to take this off. You've got a single Phillips. Once you get the Phillips out, you've got to kind of pry on the back side here. You'll pry it out, pop the little indents, rivets, whatever you want to call them out. Pull that out, put the new one in, and you're right as rain. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one out, and we'll get the new one in. Probably go ahead and remount the bumper and see how we're looking. All right, so the old ones are out. New ones are in. We're going to go ahead and get the bumper skin, put it back on, and see if we've improved anything. All right, so the bumper is back on. We went ahead and secured it here, along here, along here, and here. So the body lines look better than what they did. They still need some work. That's honestly going to come from probably getting rid of this bumper skin and getting a new one, which may or may not be in the cards right now. Don't know. I did go ahead and leave these out. The reason being, I want to see how that grill looks in there without it being pulled downward and see if it looks more in place than what it did. For now, probably going to leave it alone. We do intend to get a little bit more structural rigidity back in the front bumper. Right now, it's limp as can be. Because I did have some chats with TBW today, and apparently I was sent the wrong front portion of the skid plate, which does bolt up to the bumper along the front here. So we'll go ahead and work with them, see what we need to do to get the proper one here, get it in, get the new TBW front plate put in place, and then see what else we can do. Obviously, there's going to be some touch-ups here and there that we can fix. That'll come with time, but for now, we're just going to get it kind of buttoned up and see how she looks. All right, so we got the grill put back. We got all the tools cleared away except for 2. So to me, looks a lot better. I prefer the look. It breaks up the void of the grill just a little bit. Gonna wait to get the Perrin plate ground down. Probably be in this same video. We'll get that done, get it mounted, and I assume the Perrin alternator cover will be here as well. Probably be covered in the same video, but we will get to those when we're able. All right, so we got her back apart. Got a Dremel that we're gonna use to trim this up just a bit. So kind of up there. We're gonna cut about here. Let's try that again. We're gonna cut about here. Straight down, straight over. We'll touch it up with a little bit of paint, and then hopefully we'll have her on the car after that. She will fit. We've just got to angle this around just a wee bit. So that is a super, super tight fit, and I don't like it. All right, we're going to take a look at a few more things. All right, so we got her trimmed up, got her put back on the vehicle, everything put back in place. The Perrin alternator cover never came in. I'm not too worried about it. We'll just slap it on, and I'm sure at some point y'all see it in a later video, but just wanted to give that final update, that last look. All right, so we did finally get that additional pan put on. So there is a bolt missing from right here. That's just because the U-frame or subframe, whatever the hell you want to call it, is a little bit tweaked. So not really able to get that one put on, but we've got the other 2 bolts. This one was definitely a treat putting on. I know it's not exactly meant to go this way in between the lip and the bumper itself, but wanted that in there for both airflow purposes and for rigidity purposes. So just to show she's on there snug and tight. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for sticking around. Y'all want to continue seeing this kind of content, just let me know. We're gonna get this back on the ground and get back to enjoying it.